Good afternoon, everyone. Let's start with the technical session. Uh, let's welcome Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, former Vice-Chancellor, Capital University, Jharkhand, who is the chairperson of the technical session. Before we start the presentation of the academicians, scholars, and students, let's have a brief profile of Professor Saroj Dutta, sir. It's my honor to introduce Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, who has been distinguished academic leader over 50 years of impactful contributions to education, research, and industry. Professor Datta has held prestigious roles such as Pro Vice Chancellor at Galgotia University, Dean at VIT Business School, and Director General of Accurate Group of Institutions. With over 100 research publications and 25 years of corporate experience, his blend of academic and industry expertise has shaped leaders across India. Let us now welcome Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, who inspires us with his insightful insights and wisdom. Before we start with the paper presentation, we would like to request Dr. Saroj Dutta, sir, to share your valuable thoughts. Over to you, sir.
Is my video on or it is off?
Sir, it's off.
1 second. Why did we can't use your camera? I don't know why. Why it is saying you can't use your camera? I don't know what is the problem. It never happened like this.
So you can rejoin it again.
I'll start again.
Yes, you can rejoin it again. Might be the problem will be resolved.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay.
Let me try again.
ऑप्शन आएगा नीचे वीडियो माइक के साइड पे एडमिट ऑल करके छोड़ दो ना एडमिट ऑल कुछ होता नहीं होता है ना चेक कोई नहीं है
It says the camera failed. I don't know what happened. Very surprising.
The camera नहीं on करना
Can you go to Zoom?
Yes, sir. Sir, we have joined it from the other participants have joined it from the same.
Yeah, but the camera is failing. It's the whole problem. I don't know why. I have used Meet earlier also.
It's okay, sir.
Oh, then it will be my voice only.
Sir, it's okay, no problem. We can start with this only.
I'm very sorry. I don't know why this happened. I didn't check earlier. But I use Meet very regularly. Generally, we do it by Zoom. Anyway, it's not working. So, good afternoon, everyone. And I welcome everybody in this interesting conference. I thank Dr. Alam and Ms. Priyanka, who has invited me. They are my old colleagues. Now, it's a privilege to be here in such an important topic. I feel very sorry it never happened. I used to meet earlier, but why the camera is failing, I have no idea. So let me tell you that my role here is practically that it's like a caretaker of a big building who has invited an architect and an engineer to do renovation and redesigning. Now, and the caretaker is not technically competent about the engineer or the architect, but he has an idea of the house, the challenges of the house. So in this conference, it's a very unique conference, we have 4 areas. One is the higher education, the other is digital media, the third is artificial intelligence, and the fourth is the research itself. I will mostly say something about higher education and research, and will leave for you on the other 2 areas. Now, higher education, we generally mean after class 12. That's what we really mean by higher education, to whatever level you go to. And higher education has a global dimension, universal dimension, and it's a it's a never-ending area. I mean, it doesn't like a school education or it has an end. The higher education does not end. But I will say a few things on the higher education front of India. Now, if we look at some statistics, which may not be very accurate, we find that the number of students enrolled in higher education number of higher education institutions are 58,000. Number of teachers involved in higher education are between 15 to 16 lakhs. Now the the population of 18 to 23 years youth is around 14 crores, and population 18 to 35 years is close to 60 crores. And our gross enrollment ratio is 30. Now, this is a big issue at the present moment, which government has been trying very hard to increase this. I think it has somehow, in other developed countries, it is minimum is 70 and 80. Some have achieved even 100. So I will say this is a challenge which can be met with technology, whether you call it digital media or you call it artificial intelligence. They can bridge this gap. And again, in India, the prospective student mass is widely spread from areas to the villages to the cities, and their language is different, culture is different, social conditions is different, economic conditions are different. So this is a big challenge for the higher education in India. Second challenge is that higher education to me is an applied education. We must be able to do things. We must be able to produce things. If we go to, I was in the USA for 7-8 years. They only talk about, if I go to an interview, I remember I went to an interview, and the chief engineer in instrumentation area, the chief engineer first asked me, do you have a sound problem with your analyzers? That's the question he's asking. He didn't ask me my background, he didn't ask me anything. He's asking a down to earth problem in the industry. And most of the engineers who are working there most of them at that time were not BTech. They are class 12 with some technical education, I'm talking mostly who are Americans. And then they have joined some industry and they have learned by practice, but they are an expert and gradually they have got a degree by evening school. But the issue is here, a person, an engineer, must be able to solve problem and do things, not refer like a doctor. Doctor cannot refer to book. He is not a theoretical person. He has to cure the disease. He has to operate. No book will help him. Practical. So that's a big issue in India, because most of my experience, though the trend is coming, experience is that we don't teach students. Teachers don't teach students practicality of it. Mostly it is theoretical knowledge. So there are many ways to work it out, project-based learning and all that, activity-based learning. So anyway, what I mean that this is an area that higher education through the application of technology must be able to give education to the people which are applied, and it should come. There's another question, is a personalized learning. For a higher education, learning should be personalized. I mean, higher education should go to the factory, to the worker, to the computer operator, to the housewife, everywhere. Because, and it should be at the point, and I'm sure the need of the learner is changing, constantly changing. I believe I'm not an expert on AI. I believe AI's role comes here very much. So personalized learning, what is called practical learning, applied learning. Third, another problem, challenge is the education for the handicapped, and there also technology must play a big role. I guess that's what I will say on the higher education challenges, what I see now. Now, on research, I like to say a few of my thoughts. India is probably the third largest producer of research papers. And the government is coming with a new initiative, which I think it's a very revolutionary. One nation, one publication. And every researcher will have access to lakhs and lakhs of research papers which are globally available. And when we did research, how difficult it was. You go to National Library, you go to American Library, British Library. It takes a lot of time. So that's one area, is that research is that we are to produce good research. Now, what is considered as a good research? What is a good research paper? The way I look at it, the most important aspect of starting a research is to identify the research problem. What exactly is the research problem? If we have identified the correct research problem, we can really work out. I mean, you go to a doctor will first point out what is the problem. If you can diagnose correctly, then the prescriptions come all right. So research problem identification, which probably comes with a thorough study of literature, specifically current or probably last 10 years, and then finding the research gap, and then working out. And then you work out you do all these things, research, design, all that. But what we mostly miss, and I have attended many international conferences, which they have said, what we don't mention is the managerial implication or the practical application of the research. That's very important. I mean, what can you do? I mean, when I get a PhD thesis, I tell the student, hey, can you send your thesis to a company? Can you sell it? Will they buy it? If they buy it, means they have found some practical solution to your research. If you don't get it, then what is the use? It must have a implication. It must have a practical managerial application. And another issue is that what is the future development on this research? What can be done? How it will lead to. So, I mean, I don't want to take too much time. First of all, I'm not visible. So it really makes very. So let's put it like this. Look, Newton was sitting under an apple tree. An apple fell on his head. But apple has fallen on so many people's, thousands and thousands of people's of head. It has fallen. But nobody has done a research on it. Why Newton did this research? Because he was working, his mind was working on certain areas so to do a research. So he thought, why the apple fell? Why it didn't go up? Why didn't go sideways? Why did it fall? So if we do a literature survey, so our mind gets accustomed to what is the research problem. He identified the research problem very carefully. Why did it fall? Is his question. The research question is very specific. Why did it fall? So this is what we have to research problem, and then what do you call the implications, limitations, and future scope. I guess that's what we will be looking for. I don't want to take much time. What I will just request, I don't know how is the session will be planned. I will request at the end of every presenter, if he gives a few minutes time to ask questions and clarify. And then at the end, we can probably sum up the papers. Is that okay? Can I stop here now?
Sure, sir.
So please proceed. I have no idea why this happened.
Sir, no problem.
No, I generally don't like this. You may say no problem, but my service is incomplete. I'm not used to give half service, incomplete service. I was going to check, but I thought it works. Anyway, please go ahead now.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of all present, I extend our heartfelt thanks to Dr. Saroj Dutta for addressing the conference. Your insights and expertise have addressed immense value, enriching our understanding and perspective. We deeply appreciate your time and valuable contribution to this event. This session features paper presentation from scholars and researchers. Presenters, kindly ensure that your presentation stays within the allocated time, that is 10 minutes. We have scholars and researchers lined up for presentation in the online mode as follow. Dr. Mohammad Shamim Khan, Avinash Kumar Rohit, Dipti Priya, Ms. Apurva Pitale. We have scholars and researchers lined up for presentation in the offline mode as follows. Cinderella Chaudhary, Shivangi Kashyap, Deepa Jha, Utpanna Srivastava, Shreyangi. Now, we formally begin the technical session by inviting the presenter, Dr. Mohammad Shamim Khan, in the online mode. Over to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I'll start with my presentation. And I've chosen the topic, Enhancing Mobile Storytelling Artificial Intelligence, Opportunities and Challenges in Independent Media Outlets. And I'll go with my abstract. I have written in my abstract that the storytelling with artificial intelligence, that's called AI, has appeared as a powerful tool for the mobile storytelling. It has opened the path for non-journalists, people who are not journalists, who has not studied journalism. They have this. It has opened the opportunities for them. Yeah. And this study will explore the multi-phase ways of storytelling based on AI in rhythm and mobile storytelling.
So you are not audible.
Yeah, there is some sound problem.
I'm not audible. Now I'm audible.
Sir, still it's breaking.
Hello?
Your voice is breaking.
Breaking.
Yes.
Maybe some network issue, I think.
Now it's fine. You can continue, sir.
Hello. Am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Now you can continue.
Okay. Okay. I was on my abstract and I was talking about that this study will provide an overall overview of evolving horizon of technology and the advantage of AI-based mobile storytelling in different languages, different regional languages as well. Mobile storytelling is going to be a revolutionary step in the storytelling format. I'll jump on my introduction because of delimitation of time. AI is a quickly transforming many sectors, especially in education sector as well. And AI is now a part of video games, healthcare, automotive, finance, and video games, advertising, military, journalism, and various other sectors of media and communication as well. The integration of AI in mobile storytelling in education system seems to be revolutionize the whole education sector and challenging the traditional teaching method as well. As media technology grows to advance, and it has become more progressive after the incorporation of artificial intelligence that is commonly known as AI. These artificial intelligence tools are not only up to the date and very prompt. The interference of these tools is in every domain of mass media. Either it's in writing, it is in production, it is in editing, voiceover, and etc. These tools are information loaded and deliver accurate and quick news information to the audience. And the problem of my research study is first problem I have figured out is what is the role of artificial intelligence tools used by mobile storytelling. And the second problem is what are the functions accomplished by AI tool in producing, writing, editing, voiceover, and publishing the content. And I'll go with a literature review. And several scholars have written many articles on mobile storytelling with the use of AI. And the Behemoth in 2005, he wrote in his article that storytelling is an effective and natural way to convey the interchange knowledge and experience. Traditionally, it has been delivered through humans, but after the arrival of AI intelligence, artificial intelligence, it has been used as a tool of knowledge transmission, storytelling, and storytelling is a procedure where students or any person customize what they understand and develop their own understanding of the meaning of the knowledge from the stories they watched, heard, and being told. The implication of artificial intelligence is very quick for the classroom, for the newsroom as well. And second, Heeson et al., they wrote in their article, Artificial Intelligence in Journalism, they wrote that journalism undergoes a reincarnation. Here it is noticed that reincarnation because of this digitization and artificial intelligence emerges as the main and chief tool to enhancing this transformation and significantly the everyday editorial operations of several storytelling. AI establishes the framework of research efforts, streamline news dissemination, and generate automatic compositions. With current advances around comprehensive language models such as ChatGPT and other AI tools that in this domain is expected to expand further. And Yasin et al. In 2021, they wrote in their research article, use of artificial intelligence in journalism by Pakistani and foreign journalists. And They talk about the AI and their work in the newsroom, and foreign media journalists, how they use artificial intelligence in their newsroom, and how their regional newsroom journalists are using this AI tool as in the field of journalism. And this study shows that both Pakistani and foreign journalists are expanding AI to enhance the quality of their work. And the methodology I used for this paper, I use the descriptive approach that provides a detailed description of all artificial intelligence tools used in the domain of mass media and mobile storytelling, their role, their function, and their use in the design, production, storytelling, direction, and publication in the field of media and journalism. And I use what was my study sample? A diverse sample is taken of AI tools and tools used in the media and storytelling. Then I use the sample I have chosen the sample very randomly from the researcher, and based some AI based or some digital media houses. AI tools for writing. These tools can produce high quality, engaging, and persuasive content by analyzing and recognizing trends. AI tool in this domain continuously strive to improve the performance by understanding the shading of language, grammar, analysis, concept, and context, summarize and code breaking to secure reader engagement and comprehension. This is very useful in breaking news stories where the storytellers are required to produce content quickly and accurately. Some tools, AI tools is being used for video editing, such as Magisto, an AI tool for automatically editing video footages, creating a polished final product. This kind of tools. Another tools in this sequence is Lumen 5, Pictory, and Hitpo. And for content writing, there are the tools is being used for the ChatGPT. Some other tools is being used, and some tools are used for the video production. So for generating subtitles for their video. And I will jump on my conclusion. And this paper has exhibited the potential to increase efficiency and productivity in the media sector by automating repetitive tasks. AI applications can free up journalists' time, allowing them to focus on in-depth reporting. These artificial tools have the potential to increase accuracy and uncover hidden patterns, thereby increasing the overall quality of content and ensuring that relevant information reaches to the public and masses. However, this paper raises some concern in the use of AI in media sector. Despite, for an example, there's some AI tool is used for the deep. I've forgotten the name of that AI tool. That is called. That is used for the negative use of the AI tool as well. And some media celebrities are being victim of those such tools. Despite that promoting aspect, there are the growing concern about the adaptation of AI tools in media and journalism. And these concerns revolve around the job losses and discrimination, transparency, ethical implication, and potential erosion of professional identity. And that's all about my research paper. And I'm open for the question as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, would you like to share any question regarding the research paper presented?
Yeah. Sir, you said you did random sampling. What do you mean by random sampling? Did you do random or convenience? Because many people confuse it. Random sampling means you have selected a population where you have generated random numbers, and then you have done that. But mostly you go to anybody you feel that's not random. So what have you done exactly?
I did random sampling because I use the independent media outlets who are pro for digital journalism. So I used the tool. I have chosen some random institution and talk to them and use the.
So my question is, when you're using the random, if you are the institution must be numbered, and then number to be generated. Then you do, but you just you have some institution and you thought you will go to this. Is that right?
I have chosen one of them. There's a multiple of
whatever it is, at your convenience. But this is called
yeah,
convenience sampling. Am I
you're
correct?
exactly right. This is
Yeah.
about my convenience.
Yeah, because this is a common problem with researcher. Because they say randomly means convenience. Random statistically is you got to generate random numbers and then do it. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's a good idea. But I mean, what are your? I mean, what are you recommending? What is the outcome? I mean, what is the implication of this research? As I said,
Still, outcome is if
as a researcher, would you suggest me that please, I have found this and you do this? Would you do something like that?
Yeah. I found that artificial intelligence is beneficial for every aspect of like either
that's a you don't have to do research for that. It's a very common sense. Everybody knows it is beneficial, but the point is your research proves that, or I mean, how have you proved that? I hope I'm right. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to harass you or something. I'm trying to find out that what you have done. I mean, what are you suggesting? I mean, AI is useful. I mean, it's very useful. I mean, what this fellow Elon Musk is going on it. The whole world is falling for it. Probably Donald Trump won the election because of AI. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is useful or unuseful. I mean, you find a prime minister speaking something, prime minister probably has never spoken. It's the job of the AI. I'm jumping from the Burj Khalifa. It's the job of the AI. So that's all right. But I mean, what as a research, what would you say as a researcher? It's all right. I mean, it's okay. I give you a thinking. Probably, I mean, let's not waste a lot of time on it. Please think on it. You make it more specific. And I will request you, because you mentioned healthcare sector. So can you do a research use of AI on healthcare sector? I'll be very happy if you can really do it, because I think where it has a very good use.
That is a sector where AI can be used very.
Yeah. So if you can do a research more deeper, this is all right. Further scope for further research. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, I would like to invite Avinash Kumar Rohit to present their research paper on online mode.
Good afternoon. My name is Avinash Kumar Rohit. I am a research scholar, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur, University Sagar. My research paper title is Media and Artificial Intelligence. This research paper is divided 5 parts: introduction, objective of study, research methodology, media theory, nature of artificial intelligence, role of artificial intelligence in media, challenges, and conclusion. Now, introduction. Since ancient time, man has been communicating using some form of technology, whether it is by carrying an image or text on the block of wood, by using printing press, since the invention of ink and paper, by using radio, TV, internet to receive the disseminate information. He has been working according to the situation. Communication is already from every living create in the world. Communication is all a theory of a human civilization. Communication is the foundation of a human society, along with keeping our lives concerned. Communication provides dynamic and expression of a human civilization. Communication performs the most basic function of the fulfill the need of the common man and getting freedom of operation and fair. increasing the understanding of society and strengthening freedoms in communication. It is the result of the collective effort of individual. Human mass communication has been continuously progressing from the beginning of the human civilization till today. Today's mass communication includes all means of the communication such as a newspaper, radio, television, computer, internet. Media is the means of the communication. Any news, information, point to thought, statements, and published. Uh, Today's media is coming on the basis of digital technology. Today, it is a necessary for the country of adopt modern technology for development. Digital revolution has been important role of the technology changing media. It is the time of a digital technology, which is the artificial intelligence, is playing an important role. Objectives of the study. The objective of this research paper is to examine the challenges and ethical concern associated with identifying the role and the use of artificial intelligence application in the media. Research methodology. This study based on secondary source of a various journal, books, website based on media organization, new media and social media, artificial intelligence. Media theories. Media has faced many ups and downs in the last few years. The situation was completely different during the British period, but during the freedom struggle, printing media played an important role in the gain moral strength as the most of the freedom fighter was well. With the knowledge of journalism, nowadays, apart from the print media, electronic media, especially of the programs broadcast through internet, we have brought a revolutionary change in the field of the news communication analysis. In the process, we can see new result and dynamic of the news communication, and India is the considered on one of the means continues with her has made a remarkable progress in the field of information and technology development. Nature of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a branch of a computer science that aims to create machine that can perform tasks that usually require human intelligence. Artificial intelligence has from the beginning involved the idea mimicking human abilities such as creativity, self-improvement, and the use of language. Artificial intelligence is the only field of the attempt to the correct machine that that are capable of working automatically in the complex, changing environment. Artificial intelligence task range for tasks such as identifying pattern and making prediction to more complex activities such as understanding language. Machine learning through artificial intelligence also involves playing algorithm to data and enable them to make prediction or discussion without being completely programmed. Role of artificial intelligence in the media. Learning the solution to the problem and making a better decision on the subject can be the two means of function of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is capable of doing any intellectual work that a human can do. Today, the artificial intelligence being used to many way in the media industry, which are mainly including content creation, for example, news agency and prepare news article and report using artificial intelligence. With the help of artificial intelligence, news are being writing well as made more informative. Artificial intelligence is being using not only writing a news but also in a video production, video footage in being produced through artificial intelligence. As well, video editor spend many hours editing footage to create it, but artificial intelligence adds a well-made that task easily as well. Artificial intelligence is increasingly being a use of assist in content creation across various forms of media, including text, video, image, and audio. And now conclusion is, in conclusion, artificial intelligence is already playing a significant role in the media industry, and we can expect it to have an even bigger impact in the future. While there are clearly potential challenges and concern associated with artificial intelligence in media, there are also many exciting possibilities for using artificial intelligence to enhance the media experience for consumers. It will be up to media companies to careful navigate their challenges and ensure that artificial intelligence is used in the responsibility and ethical way. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your presentation. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, do you have any question or insight you would like to share about the research paper?
Well, thank you, sir. But I'm quite senior to you. I hope you don't mind telling you things. I will like, whenever you make a presentation on a research paper, please limit your time. Communication is very important from ancient times. We not tell it. Everybody knows, without communication, world does not exist. And how it has evolved, and British from print, all that. And role of mass media, I tell you, it's a real fact. In 1960s, suddenly in New York, what do you call Beta, New York radio suddenly started announcing friends, very alarming that what is called celestial or people have landed on the streets. They are running around from the outer space and they are taking over us. And people, there was a panic in New York. Everybody was panicked. Suddenly some police officer ventured to the radio station and found some people has taken over it and giving false news. So, mass media can create havoc. Elections are being owned. And I was reading, this lady, Palki Sharma, she's telling that how powerful is media. Russia invasion of Ukraine is an invasion. But, don't quote it. But American invasion to Iraq is for world peace. Because media presented like that. So, these are very known truths, So please don't waste time on that. It's known. Please don't do research which is obviously known. If we are doing research, secondly, I'm finding on two papers, our objective is integration of digital media and AI in higher education. Our limitation is on higher education. Please, this is a vast area, AI, and AI can create miracle. You don't have to tell me. Now, you just mentioned better decisions. How? You have to justify. Why do you say that AI can make better decisions? What makes you think so? Do you think human intelligence can be replaced? It can never be replaced. People thought many things, but it is human intelligence which is actually, connected to a higher intelligence, and it can never be created. So it can never be replicated. So please, when you say that better decisions and things like that, please give some concrete statistics, or please you focus on only one, that AI can make better decision. Bas,
Okay.
1 year, you prove that empirically. And paper should be empirical. Unless it is empirical, it's a discussion. I mean, I am doing I am also more or less presenting a small paper. It is my thinking. It's not based on anything. So any research paper, I mean, doctors, he does pathological test. He said, you do test, then he can come to a decision. These are my, please don't, I hope I have not, I don't want to discourage you. I really encourage you. I am a reviewer of a number of international journals. So whenever I have to reject a paper, I have to be very careful the language, because I must encourage. I encourage you. You have done a good job, but I think you try to do a better job. You be more empirical and pick one area. You made several conclusions. I mean, this is known to us through this. Please also, all of us, all of you, I request, please focus on higher education. But higher education has a challenge, a lot of challenge, as I told you. And I think, at least in India, these challenges can be met only by digital media and AI. Otherwise, I mean, how could you increase your enrollment from 5 crores to 14 crore? Impossible. And even 60 crores or 35 years, they also learn. Is that right, sir? Please, I hope I have not demotivated you.
No.
Because they were telling I'm a motivator. So probably you will tell them, no, this sir is the most demotivator person. I am just giving you guidance that please produce a research paper which are of class, which everybody like to read. And as I told you, take the research paper. Would you like to buy my paper? Get sponsored by a company. They like to sponsor you, whatever amount, because if they are benefited, they will be sponsoring you. So please, am I right, sir?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I thank you very much, and I really appreciate all your effort in presenting. Please go ahead again.
Thank you, sir.
Moving forward, I would like to invite Dipti Priya to present their research paper in the online mode. You are not audible.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here. It's a privilege to address such an esteemed group of people on a topic that is both urgent and transformative. Empowering students to bridge the digital divide. In our increasingly digital world, access to technology and the ability to use it effectively are no longer luxuries. They are essential rights. This presentation will focus on 2 key components: digital literacy and AI competency. These are not just technical skills, they are tools for fostering inclusivity and providing every student with the opportunity to thrive in the 21st century. I will explore the challenges, opportunities, and strategies needed to bridge the digital divide. The role digital literacy has become the cornerstone for modern education. It goes far beyond simply knowing how to use computer or smartphone. True digital literacy means ability to navigate, evaluate, and utilize digital tools effectively and ethically. It enhances critical thinking, empowering students to analyze information and solve complex problems. Furthermore, digital literacy prepares students for lifelong learning, equipping them with skills needed to adapt in a world where technology is ever changing. Next slide. Now the recent research sheds light on the digital divide, digital literacy, and AI competency in education. Like Bojic identified disparities in internet access, devices, and skills as major barriers in undeserved communities. Mello noted that pandemic highlighted these inequalities, particularly during shift in online learning. Carter emphasized that digital literacy is essential for critical thinking, academic success, and navigating the digital world. Kachenko highlighted the need for future-ready skills like coding and data analysis, as well as stressing the importance of ethical AI practices. Finally, UNESCO advocated for collaboration among educators, policymakers, and tech experts to ensure equitable access to digital tools and AI education, enabling all students to benefit. Next slide. While digital literacy offers enormous potential, not everyone has equal access to these opportunities. According to National Sample Survey Office data, only 24% of rural Indian households have access to internet compared to 66% in the city. The impact is profound. Students without the access to technology miss out on critical learning experiences, face barriers to academic achievement, and often unprepared for the demands of modern workforce. This inequality extends beyond education, affecting employment opportunities and civic participation. So bridging this divide is not just a technological challenge, it is a moral imperative. Next. The artificial intelligence is emerging as transformative force in education. AI has the potential to foster innovative thinking, offering students new ways to approach problems and create solutions. AI prepares students for demands of AI-driven economies, where understanding and leveraging AI will be crucial for success. However, integrating AI into education is not without challenges. Our goal should be to ensure that AI is used not to replace human interaction, but to complement and enhance it. Despite the promise of digital literacy and AI, significant challenges remain. First and foremost, that many undeserved areas still lack basic technology and reliable internet connectivity. This technological gap creates uneven playing field. Additionally, education increasingly incorporate AI tools concerned about reduced human interaction, and also algorithmic bias increases. These biases can reinforce existing inequalities if left unaddressed. So coupled with infrastructure deficit and widening digital skills gap, these challenges underscore the need for a comprehensive, coordinated effort to address them. So as we look forward the future, digital literacy and AI competency are more than just skills. They are transformative tools that have the power to level the playing field and unlock the potential. India has taken significant studies in this direction, and the groundbreaking initiatives like Digital India program. The Gyan Doot project was first ever project in India for rural information network in Dhar district of Madhya Pradesh to extend the benefit of information technology to people in rural areas by directly linking government and villagers through information kiosks. And then projects like National Digital Literacy Mission and PM Gramin Digital Saksharta Mission are ensuring that like more than 6.39 crore people were trained through these programs. Then for AI competency, National Education Policy 2020 has emphasized the inclusion of AI and in education, and ensuring that students are prepared for the future. Then the National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence developed by Niti Aayog lays out a vision for AI
Ma'am,
development.
I would like to interrupt you here. We are running out of the time.
Yes, ma'am, just done. And I think these efforts are steps towards inclusivity, but collaboration and investment in digital equity are crucial to ensure that no one is left behind in this transformation. Thank you for being here and engaging in this important topic. If you have any questions, you can reach out. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, do you have any question or insights you would like to share about this research paper?
Well, thank you, ma'am. At least you have first mentioned higher education. Very good. Thank you. But I would like to ask you a few questions. You said 24% is internet penetration in the rural India. I think you please check that figure. I think total India internet penetration is more above 70%, if I am not wrong. And 100 crore people are using mobiles. Please check this here. The statistics, which will be very useful. And it's pretty here that you have at least presented a problem scenario where to attack. And main attack point is actually the rural India. And because we in India, we are very much, we think city focused. We have a problem here. I mean, Ambani and Adani is the richest man of the world. Doesn't mean India is a very rich country. That's the problem. And city are highly educated, and the rural India is very much left behind. That's a very good point you have touched. And I don't want to, I am controlling myself not to frustrate others and be negative. I encourage you, please do further work on how it can go into the rural education, AI and AI. And I'm sure, I will request everybody to take a specific problem on higher education, how AI can and do work on it. And that will be really fantastic. Because, see, we are here doing research. We are not a government body where we'll be formulating policies. Nobody is going to listen to it. So that the government will on what you call macro policies, but we have to do research on micro level, or even on macro level. Research come to a specific problem and what is the solution. Am I right, ma'am? Thank you very much. I thank everybody, and please forgive me for being negative. I'm just trying to make things better. Thank you.
Moving forward, I would like to invite Ms. Apurva Pitale to present their research paper in an online mode.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Ms. Apurva Pitale, Assistant Professor from Sitaram Devra Institute of Management Studies. So, basically, it's a privilege today to discuss with you all a topic that lies in the heart of the evolving society today, that is digital literacy among students in India. In an era defined by technological advancements and the ability to effectively use digital tools has become more than a skill. Okay, it has become a necessity. And yet, as we explore this landscape, we uncover the disparities that have been there in digital literacy. Like somebody who presented previously also spoke about it. So I will essentially focus on the current state of digital literacy in India and the role of government initiatives, and why is it important to foster digital skills among students. Okay. So currently, according to the National Statistical Office, only 20% of Indians aged 5 and above possess the basic digital literacy skills, and in the age group of 15 to 29, it is only about 40%. So what does this indicate? This essentially indicates that a significant proportion of young Indians lack the ability to efficiently navigate digital tools, limiting their potential to education and employment. And of course, there is a stark digital divide as well. So, in rural areas, about 8.5% women have access and can use the internet as compared to 17.1% men. Then in urban areas, it's about 30.1% women and 43.5% men who have the access to internet. Of course, by access and by use, I do not. It's not just about using a computer and navigating internet. It is also enabling basic digital skills. Now, to focus on that, the government, of course, government of India has tried to initiate a lot of digital programs like the Digital India program, which was initiated in 2015, and under that then there was the National Digital Mission and the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Digital Saksharta Abhiyan. They have targeted millions of Indians, especially in the rural areas, and programs like PM Disha also try to focus on the rural areas. However, it has been a little, the disparity still hasn't gone down. Additionally, during the pandemic, PM E-Vidya program was introduced to unify like the digital education for school students. So, to ensure that there is continued education during difficult times. So since the digital mission has been progressing, we have seen a lot of progress in digital education and digital literacy. However, the gap is gap is still huge, and people still this gap can only be filled through collaborative efforts of the government, efforts of the private sector, and of course all the stakeholders involved. It involves educators, it involves students. So we have to reach out to those who do not have access to the internet. So like sir rightly mentioned that Indians tend to focus more on the urban area. However, majority of the population is still in the rural areas, and if we have to empower young people from rural areas, and by just young, everybody in the rural areas, it is important that digital education reaches everywhere in every corner of India. Thank you.
Thank you for the presentation. Sir, do you have any questions or insight you would like to share about the research paper?
Yeah, what I will, can you define what you understand by digital literacy? What does include? How much it includes? I have internet, I can transact, I can transfer money, or what is it? I don't think I myself is digitally literate yet, So can you define what is digital literacy?
Yes, sir. In my understanding, digital literacy essentially is not just surfing through the internet, but essentially, like you mentioned, like knowing how to transact. So, because online transactions, like during the pandemic, we had to like Google Pay or Phone Pay, etc., came into the picture. Like many people still don't know how to use it. Because we are based in cities, we use the scanner, or we know how to use it. But so, in my understanding, that is when it comes to the financial sector. Besides that, I think. Google, of course, because Google also has many now it can translate to regional languages as well. But using it correctly, what and where using your digital media for promotions of your business, that would be a part of digital literacy, going online. And
No.
even your educationally and reading your newspapers online.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of digital literacy.
No, I mean, it must be properly defined somewhere, that digital literacy means like that. It's not just what is your understanding. But okay, I can understand. Well, I cannot create a YouTube presentation. So I am digitally illiterate, and, to be frank with you. That's very good. Now, one thing you have mentioned about the digital divide between not only rural urban but male female, that's very vital. So that's a very important issue in India also, not only the rural issue but the women issue. So
Yes, sir.
one is the women are left behind in the development, and the rural is left behind, and which are the foundation of the economy. So that's exactly. But it must be true. I don't know the statistics, whether they are a little better than what you said, or maybe government also gives, to be openly, I must not say it, don't quote it anywhere. Government also does not give always right. They gave inflated statistics to prove they are doing very well. So very, very good. I will suggest that you further work on this. Because we are
Yes, sir.
getting into education. Because I am very interested that the digital media and AI together can really, what I told you, the issues of higher education in India, personalized learning. We must be able to, the housewife, how to do a better cooking, how to keep a better housekeeping, how to manage household functions. That's just, these are very important lessons, because the housewife is the foundation of Indian economy, if you look at it. Because the men, even if they earn, even if they spend, the budget and requirement and everything is actually determined by the housewife. They determine where you have to spend, and that's very important issue. And I suggest that you please continue doing further work on some specific topic and
Yes, sir.
some empirical work. Then come out with
Yes.
it.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes,
thank
sir.
you very
Yes,
much.
sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Before we move forward to the next presentation, I would like to take a moment to warmly welcome Professor Meera K. Desai ma'am from the Department of Extension and Communication, SNDT Women's University, who has joined us online. We are delighted to have you with us, ma'am, and we look forward to your insights. Now we have scholars and researchers line up for presentations in the offline mode. First presenter is Cinderella Chaudhary.
A very good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to present my research on interdisciplinary approach to AI in higher education. So basically AI जो है वो सबसे ज़्यादा जो यूज़ किया जाता है वो स्टूडेंट्स के द्वारा किया जाता है. वो अपने होमवर्क्स को लेके या फिर जब वो ईमेल्स भेजते हैं, हर चीज़ के लिए हम AI का यूज़ करते हैं. तो rather than being it कि हम इसे क्रिटिसाइज करें, अगर व्हाट इफ हम AI को एज अ इंटरडिसिप्लिनरी अप्रोच हायर एजुकेशन में अब यूज करें, वेदर इट इज टीचिंग फॉर होमवर्क और यहाँ पे हम एडमिशन प्रोसेस, हर चीज के लिए हम AI का यूज कर सकते हैं. AI सो एआई का जब इंटीग्रेशन होता है हायर एजुकेशन में, तो ये सिर्फ स्टूडेंट्स के लिए हेल्पफुल नहीं रहेगा, बल्कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें आसान कर देगा हमारी टीचर्स के लिए, हमारे प्रोफेसर्स के लिए। जैसे कि अगर हम एग्जाम्पल लें, जब हम एक इंस्टीट्यूट में आते हैं हायर एजुकेशन के लिए, तो सबसे पहले हमारे पास जो डिफिकल्टी आती है वो हमें आती है कि हम कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करें कि कौन सा इंस्टीट्यूशन हमारे लिए अच्छा है। तो उसके लिए भी हम एज अ स्टूडेंट एक एआई का यूज करके डिफरेंट इंस्टीट्यूशंस के बारे में जान सकते हैं कि कौन सा बेटर है, कैसे वो बेटर है, कौन सा इंस्टीट्यूशन में क्या क्या चीजें हैं, हम एआई के
Hello.
दोबारा से बोलूं very good afternoon, everyone. Today, I, Cinderella, going to present my research paper on interdisciplinary approach to AI in higher education. So, definition of AI integration. AI जो है आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस, बेसिकली वो आजकल हर जगह इन्वॉल्व हो रखा है। हम एक इंडिविजुअल की पूरी लाइफस्टाइल में हम हर जगह AI का यूज करते हैं, चाहे एज अ स्टूडेंट हम होमवर्क के लिए करें, एज अ टीचर्स वो क्वेश्चन पेपर बनाने के लिए करें, या फिर एज अ एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन वो चीजों को सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए करें। AI इज बीन यूज्ड बाय एवरीवन। बट जब हम AI का यूज करते हैं तो हमारे अंदर एक सेंस होती है जिस चीज का हमें लगता है कि ये चीज शायद गलत है। बट व्हाट इफ हम AI को एक्चुअली में एक प्रोसीजर के थ्रू हायर एजुकेशन में इन्वॉल्व करें। जैसे कि हम अगर किसी ने रावण मूवी का मैं एग्जांपल ले रही हूँ, वहां पे अगर देखा हो तो एक AI टेक्नोलॉजी के थ्रू उन्होंने एक वर्चुअल कैरेक्टर जो था वहां पे वो रियलिटी में आए थे और उन्होंने एज अ ह्यूमन सारी चीजें करी थी। तो हम वैसे में टीचिंग स्किल्स को और इम्प्रोवाइज कर सकते हैं। हम ऐसे ऑनलाइन और हम देखते भी हैं कितने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स होते हैं, जैसे कि स्वाम है हमारे पास, या फिर अन अकेडमी हो गई, इतने सारे इंस्टीट्यूशंस हैं, वो AI के थ्रू ही हमारे तक इंफॉर्मेशन पहुंचा रहे हैं। कहीं ना कहीं AI ने हमको एक वेब की तरह कंट्रोल कर लिया है, बट अगर हम उसको अच्छे से समझें, रादर देन उस पर हम डिपेंडेंट हो जाएं, उसको अगर हम अच्छे से समझेंगे तो हमारे लिए कितना हेल्पफुल रहेगा। और सॉरी, और इसकी टीचिंग्स में भी काफी सारे बेनिफिट्स हैं। हमारे पास बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन पेपर्स हम जो बनाते हैं टीचर्स, उनको काफी टाइम लगता है, जिसकी वजह से कई बार उनके सिलेबस भी रह जाते हैं। तो हम उस चीज में भी हम AI का यूज कर सकते हैं। वो लोग चीजों को और सिंप्लीफाई करने के लिए अपना टाइम कंज्यूम कम करें उनका, और इससे क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग जो होती है वो भी एनहांस होती है, टीचर्स की भी, स्टूडेंट्स की भी, और किसी और चीज की भी। और अगर हम अभी करंट ट्रेंड्स देखें AI के, तो हम देखते हैं उसमें वर्चुअल रियलिटी और ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी का। हमारे यहाँ AI ड्रिवन ट्यूटरिंग सिस्टम्स अब आ गए हैं, कोलैबोरेटिव ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स भी हैं। ये सारी चीजें जो हैं वो हमारे हायर एजुकेशन में AI को और एनहांस कर रही हैं, और उसकी वजह से एज अ होल ये बहुत ज्यादा और सिंप्लीफाई हो रहा है, एजुकेशन जो है वो इजी बनती जा रही है। That's all.
Thank you for your presentation. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, would you like to share any question or thoughts regarding the research paper?
Can the new ma'am comments on this? Because I'll appreciate some new person commenting.
Sorry, sir, could you please repeat yourself?
You just said some new ma'am has joined the program. I forgot the name. Can she come in?
मीरा के देसाई मैम।
हाँ हाँ हाँ, So I will appreciate, because I am doing Mira ke Desai. Can ma'am you comment first, or you comment? Or if you want me, I can continue, not a problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You please continue.
Okay, good. Now you are more into the thinking, you are coming, the use of AI for the students. I am sure use of AI has for the teachers also. It has a lot of use. I mean, like prioritizing email, sending email, responding email, because AI actually is almost a duplicate human being, and for in the education, in grading, and many other things. So I guess now we are coming more into the application of AI and digital media into higher education. Thank you very much. And please, let's continue.
Thank you.
Moving forward, I would like to invite Shivangi Kashyap to present their research paper in the offline mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Shivangi Kashyap. My topic is ethical and social implication of AI in higher education. I would like to start with my abstract. The ethical and social concern that emerge from the increasing integration of AI in academic setting are examined in this research. AI can support research, streamline administrative procedures, and improve learning through individualized experience. But it also brings up significant issues. The development of technology, however, also brings up important social and ethical issues. Given the increasing prominence of AI in higher education, it is critical to consider the possible effect of its introduction on students, teachers, and society at large. Furthermore, it is important to carefully evaluate the risk of AI-driven bias, job displacement, and an expansion of already existing socioeconomic imbalance. Firstly, the integration of digital media in higher education has transformed traditional teaching method. AI के आने के बाद से जो भी हम लोग का ट्रेडिशनल टीचिंग मेथड रहा है वो चेंज हो चुका है डिजिटल मीडिया के तरफ. Secondly, AI technology are increasingly being utilized to personalize the learning experience. Lastly, the combination of digital media and AI present both opportunities and challenge. अगर हम लोग को AI opportunities दे रहा है तो challenge भी दे रहा है और उसमें बहुत सारे challenge है जो इस research paper में हम लोग case studies के through जानेंगे. हमारा first case study है IIM Ahmedabad AI powered learning platform. IIM Ahmedabad introduced an AI-powered learning platform to support its executive education program. The learning platform raised concern about data privacy and security, as well as potential for bias in its personalized learning recommendation. IIM Ahmedabad ने AI-powered learning platform लॉन्च किया था, जिसमें उन्होंने ethical implication के बारे में बताया कि वो हमें हमारा जो भी डाटा होता है जो हम लोग अपने एजुकेशन के थ्रू चाहे वो टीचर्स का हो या फिर हमारे स्टूडेंट का हो जो भी हम लोग यूज करते हैं वो एक तरीके से वहां पे एक रिस्क भी होता है वो बायस होने के लिए पोटेंशियल फॉर बायस एंड द लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म आल्सो रेज क्वेश्चन अबाउट द इम्पैक्ट ऑन स्टूडेंट लर्निंग आउटकम्स एंड द पोटेंशियल फॉर एग्जिस्टिंग इनइक्वालिटीज इन हायर एजुकेशन. हमारा जो भी डाटा होता है पर्सनल डाटा वो एआई के थ्रू इशू होता है कि वो हमारा काफी सेंसिटिव डाटा भी होता है जो एआई हम लोग का सर्कुलेट कर सकता है जो सही नहीं है क्योंकि हमारे फंडामेंटल राइट्स में हमारा राइट टू प्राइवेसी है. अगर हम लोग अपना कुछ भी डाटा अपने कॉलेज को या एकेडमिक में दे रहे हैं, बट एआई उसको सर्कुलेट कर सकता है, ये एक मेजर इशू आता है हमारे एकेडमिक परफॉर्मेंस में. 80% ऑफ स्टूडेंट एक्सप्रेस सेटिस्फैक्शन विद द सर्विस. 80% जो स्टूडेंट है वो इस सर्विस एआई जो भी हम लोग को सर्विस दे रहा है हमारे एजुकेशनल में, हायर एजुकेशन में, 80% स्टूडेंट उससे एग्री करते हैं और सेटिस्फाइड भी है. 60% of students voice worried about possibilities of data breaches, raising concern about data security and privacy. 70% of teacher voice worried about system tendency to reinforce pre-existing bias, raising question about bias and fairness. 85% of students reported an improvement in their learning result, indicating that the learning platform was successful in improving student learning outcome. Summary of key result: bias and fairness, data privacy and security, job displacement, transparency and explainability. Conclusion: the study suggests that AI-powered automation in higher education in India has the potential to displace certain jobs and roles, particularly those that involve repetitive and routine tasks. Overall, this study contributes to our understanding of ethical and social implications of AI in higher education in India. The finding of this study have significant implication for policymaker, educator, and technology, and highlight the need for nuanced, constructualized approach to the development and deployment of AI in higher education. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation, Shivangi. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, do you have any question or comments regarding this research paper?
I ask ma'am that have you taken permission from the IIM Ahmedabad to present their case study on your paper?
No, sir.
Well, this is not right because it's unethical. You cannot utilize their. I mean, it's absolutely good thing you have, smart thing you have done because you have, this is a research by case study, but then you should have taken permission. Because it's a property right, intellectual property right of IIM Ahmedabad. It's their work. So
Yes.
this is, I think the organizers should have seen this also. You know, you got to produce a no objection or something. Of course, you are mentioning their name. That's okay. But still, if you want to present their findings somewhere else, they would have permitted you. You know, but official permission is required. That's. But then I like you are smart enough that you have utilized somebody else's research, empirical research, to show. I mean, exactly this is how this sort of research should have come out in everybody's paper. How IIM Ahmedabad has come up. That's it. You know, they have done an empirical study and have found a finding. That's absolutely the example. But then again, secondly, digital media and AI. I mean, digital media, I don't know exactly when digital media came into existence, but AI is very recent. So I guess the digital media has done some work on student or education. But you are saying that together only. But if you could probably mention what was the work done by digital media, and then further how it was enhanced by AI, you know, that's would be. Then we will understand. I mean, this is like a how media is coming up. You know, AI is not actually a media; it's a tool. It's a tool.
Yes, sir.
So please, and in future, please remember this also. This is very that you don't use some other paper in your paper. You know, please. Okay.
Sure, sir. I will take care from next time.
Please, and the organizers must also make a note on this. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Up next, I would like to invite Deepa Jha to present their research paper in the offline mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deepa Jha, and I am presenting on influence of AI and digital media on teaching and learning process. तो हम सबको पता है कि AI ने हर सेक्टर को ओवरटेक कर लिया है, हर सेक्टर को ओवरटेक करे, अब वो मेडिकल हो, एजुकेशन फील्ड हो या फिर रिसर्च ही हो. इवन रिसर्च में भी हम AI का यूज कर रहे हैं फॉर एनालिटिक्स, फॉर स्टैटिस्टिक्स. अब जैसा कि आप मेरे कवर पेज में देख सकते हैं, मैंने एक पिक्चर लगाया है जिसमें जो हाफ ब्रेन है वो AI ने कैप्चर कर रखा है. तो जब से AI आया है हम अपने फुल ब्रेन का यूज कर नहीं रहे हैं, जबकि ह्यूमन ब्रेन ज्यादा एफिशिएंट है, ज्यादा सटीक इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करता है, ज्यादा फैक्चुअल होता है. स्टिल हम AI का यूज कर रहे हैं. एंड मैं कोई नेगेटिव साइड नहीं बता रही, बट स्कूल डाउन करो. इंट्रोडक्शन. तो हम सब जानते हैं AI क्या है, आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. तो इसमें मैं सबसे बड़ा एग्जांपल देना चाहूंगी. मैंने हाल ही में एक शॉर्ट फिल्म देखी थी, मुझे नाम याद नहीं है, बट वो कोलकाता की थी. उसमें फ्यूचर कोलकाता दिखाया गया है जिसमें जो रोबोट्स हैं, AI हैं, उन्होंने पूरा वर्ल्ड ओवरटेक कर लिया है. अब चाहे पढ़ाना हो, टीचर्स भी वहाँ रोबोट्स ही हैं. वहां पे बस इंसान है जो रोबोट से काम करा रहे हैं, बट वहां के जो इंसान है उन्होंने ये पहले से ही अनुमान लगा लिया है कि अगर आज ये सारा काम करे तो कल ये हमारा काम भी करेंगे, हम खत्म हो जाएंगे. तो वहां पे जो बाकी सब हैं वो बोल रहे हैं कि नहीं, हमें AI को मना करना चाहिए, हमें AI एक्सेप्ट नहीं करना चाहिए. बट एक है जिसने बहुत अच्छे से AI का यूज करके जो काम इंसान नहीं कर पाते वो AI से करवाया. जैसे कि हम बोल सकते हैं हमारे जो मैथोलॉजीज है, एपिक्स जो होते हैं हमारे, महाभारत, रामायण या फिर बाइबल है, वो जो AI है वो गली गली जाके वो सुना रहा है, ताकि जो एथिक्स है लोगों के वो बाहर आए, जो वो भूल चुके हैं. तो बेसिकली AI ने सब कुछ ओवरटेक कर लिया है और एजुकेशन के फील्ड में सब कुछ पर्सनलाइज कर दिया है. पहले क्या होता था, एक टीचर पढ़ा रहा है, उसे नहीं पता कि किस बच्चे को कितना समझ आ रहा है, लेकिन ड्यू टू डिजिटल प्लेटफॉर्म्स, ड्यू टू AI सब कुछ पर्सनलाइज हो गया, एल्गोरिदम के मीडियम से चल रहा है. AI को पता है कि इस इंसान की IQ इतनी है, इस इंसान की IQ इतनी है, तो उसे उसके ही लेवल का वो टेस्ट प्रिपेयर करके देता है, उसी के लेवल का उससे वो क्विज करवाता है. तो इसमें AI बहुत बेनिफिशियल है. एंड मैंने जो रिसर्च किया है तो मेरे 2 ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं कि AI कैसे काम कर रहा है, और जो ये पता लगाना है कि इन फ्यूचर कहीं ह्यूमन टच खो तो नहीं जाएगा, लोगों को क्या फील होता है. थ्रू माय रिसर्च मैंने यही जानने की कोशिश की है कि AI आज अच्छा काम कर रहा है, इसके नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट्स भी है, इसके पॉजिटिव एस्पेक्ट्स भी है, बट इन फ्यूचर क्या ह्यूमन टच खो जाएगा, क्या ह्यूमन जो है वो पूरा AI पे रिलाई करेगा, डिजिटल मीडिया पे रिलाई करेगा. तो जब मैंने रिसर्च किया तो मैंने क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च करी है, क्योंकि टाइम कम था तो मैंने क्वालिटेटिव रिसर्च किया है. मैंने इंटरव्यूज लिए हैं, कन्वीनियंस सैम्पलिंग किया है और पर्पसिव सैम्पलिंग किया है. दोनों का मिक्स है, क्योंकि इसमें हमने एजुकेशन, हायर एजुकेशन के ऊपर ज्यादा फोर्स डाला है. तो मैंने एजुकेटर्स, टीचर्स, इंस्टीट्यूशंस और स्टूडेंट्स से इंटरव्यू लिया है मेनली. तो मैंने उनसे पूछा कि आप क्या फील करते हैं, प्लीज टेल मी बोथ पॉजिटिव एंड नेगेटिव एस्पेक्ट्स. तो टीचर्स ने बोला कि यस, AI बहुत ज्यादा हमारे लिए यूजफुल है, हमारा काम इजी करता है. अगर हमें पूरे टेस्ट की रिपोर्ट तैयार करनी है, कितने बच्चे पास हुए, कितने बच्चे फेल हुए, तो वो भी वो चुटकियों में करके दे देता है. बट उन्होंने बोला कि जैसे कि हम दूसरे का इंफॉर्मेशन यूज कर रहे हैं थ्रू AI, वो हमारा है, उसमें हमारा कॉपीराइट है जो भी है, बट हम जैसे ही दूसरे का यूज कर रहे हैं, दूसरे भी तो हमारा यूज कर रहे हैं ना. तो यहाँ पे प्राइवेसी कंसर्न आ जाता है. अब जो स्टूडेंट्स है उनका भी प्राइवेसी कंसर्न आता है, क्योंकि कुछ चीजें हैं जो, अब हम यहाँ पे सिर्फ AI नहीं ले रहे, डिजिटल मीडिया भी ले रहे हैं, तो कुछ चीजें हैं जो वो डिस्क्लोज नहीं करना चाहते बस, बट थ्रू डिजिटल मीडिया वो सब कुछ डिस्क्लोज हो जाता है, क्योंकि वो सोशल है, तो सब कुछ डिस्क्लोज हो जाता है. एंड देन यहाँ पे एक लिटरेचर रिव्यू है, तो इसमें मैंने दिखाया है कि रोबोट्स बहुत सारा काम कर रहे हैं, रोबोट सारे काम कर रहे हैं, इवन रोबोट्स बुक्स भी पढ़ रहे हैं. तो आज जो हम ई बुक्स पढ़ते हैं वो भी AI के थ्रू ही है. एंड देन यहाँ पे जो चैलेंजेस हैं, जो कि प्रीवियस रिसर्च के मुकाबले मुझे पता चला कि जो कुछ 49% लोग हैं वो ये फील करते हैं कि हमारी जो प्राइवेसी है वो AI और डिजिटल मीडिया आने के बाद रिड्यूस हो गई है. वी डोंट हैव प्राइवेसी एनीमोर. ओके एंड देन यही फाइंडिंग से मुझे ये पता चला कि स्टूडेंट्स भी बोलते हैं कि हाँ थोड़ा पॉजिटिव है थोड़ा नेगेटिव है, बट वी शुड बैलेंस, हमें बैलेंस बनाते रहना चाहिए। टीचर्स का ये कहना है कि हाँ हम इसका पूरा पूरा बेनिफिट तो उठा रहे हैं, बट हमें डर है कि कहीं वो ह्यूमन टच, वो जो 1-to-1 फेस इंटरेक्शन होती है, ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन होती है, वो कहीं खत्म ना हो जाए। तो मेरा कंक्लूजन यही रहेगा, आई विल कंक्लूड बाय सेइंग दैट कि हमें हर चीज का ध्यान रखना चाहिए, हमें एआई को या फिर डिजिटल मीडिया दोनों को पूरा पूरा ओवरटेक नहीं करने देना हमें। जैसे कि मैंने ना अपने रिसर्च पेपर में एक पिक्चर भी यूज किया है, प्लीज स्क्रॉल अप कर दो, ये है मैंने जानबूझ के लगाया, क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पे बहुत सारी पिक्चर्स एआई से निकाली है, बट यहाँ पे प्राइवेसी है कहीं कहीं, बट कहीं कहीं प्राइवेसी भी है, कहीं कहीं प्राइवेसी है, कहीं कहीं प्राइवेसी भी है। तो जरूरी नहीं है कि वो आपको हमेशा क्या, मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स मैंने देखा है, मैंने यहाँ पे भी यूज किया है, तो वहां पे लिटरेचर में भी बहुत बार उसने गलत दिया है, और यहाँ पे भी पिक्चर में भी उसने गलत दिया। तो हमें पूरा पूरा ओवरटेक नहीं करने देना है, हमें जैसा हम बोलते हैं कि 70% खुद का दिमाग लगाओ, बट इट्स गुड टू टेक हेल्प फ्रॉम एआई। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you for your presentation, Deepa. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, do you have any question or insights regarding this research paper?
Well, thank you, ma'am. This is a paper which I have liked. Others don't mind. This is the type of paper I was expecting. And because it's an empirical paper, and she has specific questions. And she has brought few issues which are very interesting. You know that human brain has two hemispheres, left and right. One is analytical, the other is conceptual and holistic. Now that's where human is distinguished from the machine, that machine cannot think holistically. Machine cannot think, it can only analysis, it can do a very, because
Yes.
all these are coming from big data, is a new thing. Big data, from there we are coming to machine learning, analytics, and ultimately AI. It's all data, it's analysis of data. From there you are doing that, and actually our brain is also programmed on data.
Yes.
So if I program the child, if he sees that every time father asks me a question, I slap him, so he will be trained, his brain will be trained like that, that if father asks a question, he will slap it. Because it is also, some intelligence is like that part. But the other part, where it has the ethical issues, all that, I forget which is the left or right. That was a big issue. That's very important. You have touched that. Secondly, replacement of human. I mean, I guess no one has seen how computer came. There was a huge revolt, particularly in India. No, computer आ जाएगा तो पूरा workforce dead हो जाएगा.
Yes, sir.
ये बैंक में कंप्यूटर घुसेगा ही नहीं, so job loss हुआ है ना, job increase हुआ है, tremendous job just increase in exponential format. So whenever a new technology comes, this is our normal reaction.
Yes.
So always, father, as a father, I think, bhai, beta, you don't know, you will take, I'm thinking he will take over me, but he will not take over me, he will do a lot better than me, वो हमको भी पालेगा, and because that's how it is. So we are generally resistant to change, and particularly technology. I mean, people, because I am a witness to it. I have traveled in what is called a cow cart, and I have traveled in plane. So I can see the difference. So if I'm riding the cow cart, I look at the sky and say, "Bhai, वो plane, वो आदमी तो मर जाएगा. वो कैसे जाता है?" I am safe and sound. But when I go in plane, I think I'm very safe and sound. And the lady who is in moon for so many months, we are worried, but she says, I'm fine. So that's the whole issue on human can never be replaced. If you have seen the story here of Frankenstein, ultimately the doctor kill that Frankenstein. We try to take over, you know. So man cannot be taken over by machine. Never it has happened. Machine will remain next to man. Because as I told you, the human intellect is very close to the universal intellect. And machine will never reach there. So human intellect becomes better and better, and we will try to go to the Mars, we'll go to the moon, and we will beat cancer, we'll beat everything. It is the human brain. But AI will be all that. They will be assisting us. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, I would like to invite Utpanna Srivastav to present their research paper in the offline mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Utpanna. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Utpanna Srivastav, student of MA Mass Communication and Journalism, and here I'm presenting my research paper. Here I am presenting my research paper and a PowerPoint presentation on. And my topic is future trends of AI and digital media. Digital media and AI are rapidly evolving, and there are some exciting trends to watch for in the future. जैसे कि आजकल हम देख सकते हैं कि हम डिजिटल मीडिया के यूज से हम हर कुछ ऑनलाइन कर सकते हैं. ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग, ऑनलाइन स्टडीज, ऑनलाइन हम सीरीज देख सकते हैं. हमें कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो ये और भी ज़्यादा एक्साइटिंग होगा देखने के लिए कि आगे 10 साल बाद या 50 साल बाद हम एआई के हेल्प से और क्या नया कर सकते हैं. पहले तो एआई जो हमारा है उससे इंट्रोडक्शन में हम देख सकते हैं कि एआई हमारा जो भी डाटा और जो भी चीज़ें होंगी वो हमें कस्टमाइज करके देता है. हमें अगर हिंदी में चाहिए हमें हिंदी में मिलता है, इंग्लिश में चाहिए इंग्लिश में मिलता है. फिर हमारा जो कंटेंट है वो बहुत इंटरैक्टिव होता है. हम जैसे एआई से पूछते हैं कि एआई हमें आज का मौसम बताओ, तो एआई हमें आज का मौसम बताता है. इवन हमें कल तक का बता देता है कि कल क्या होने वाला है, कल क्या नहीं होने वाला है मौसम में. फिर उसके बाद हम इसमें एआई में इतनी सारी सुविधाएं हैं कि हम इसमें वॉइस और विजुअल दोनों सर्च कर सकते हैं. हम उसे बोल के भी कर सकते हैं. उसे हम फोटोग्राफ भेजते हैं कि किसी क्वेश्चन का कि ये सॉल्व करके बताओ एआई, तो वो हमें वो भी सॉल्व करके देता है विद इन सेकेंड्स. जो कि नॉर्मल मतलब ऐसे आम बोलचाल की भाषा में करने में थोड़ा टाइम लगेगा, टाइम टेकिंग होगा, लेकिन एआई से हमारा टाइम भी बहुत सेव हो सकता है. उसके बाद हमारा जो भी कंटेंट होता है उसमें भी हमें हेल्प करता है कि बताता है कि हमें आगे जाके क्या ट्रेंडिंग है इंस्टाग्राम पे, क्या ट्रेंडिंग है फेसबुक पे, ताकि उस हिसाब से हम लोग वहाँ पे अपना जो कंटेंट है वो डाल पाए और वहाँ प्रेजेंट कर पाए, जिससे कि हमारा जो ग्रोथ है वो बढ़े, इंक्रीज हो. फिर आगे हम देखते हैं एआई पावर्ड कंटेंट क्रिएशन क्या होता है. एआई पावर्ड कंटेंट क्रिएशन में ये होगा कि इसमें हम लोग जो भी मतलब कंटेंट हम लोग डालते हैं इंस्टाग्राम में भी, किसी भी सोशल मीडिया पे, तो वहाँ पर उसका मतलब हमें सिंक करके दिखाता है. जैसे कि अगर कोई स्टडीज के लिए अपना कोई सोशल मीडिया यूज कर रहा है तो उसके जो कंटेंट होगा, उसका जो मतलब जो अकाउंट होगा उसमें बेसिकली एजुकेशन की चीजें आएंगी, उसमें कुछ अलग से फर्दर नहीं आएगा. लेकिन अगर किसी के में कुछ और कंटेंट है तो उसके हिसाब से कस्टमाइज हो जाता है और ये हमें करना नहीं पड़ता, ये ऑटोमेटेड होता है. फिर इसका बेनिफिट्स भी ये है कि हमारा टाइम बचा लेता है और कंटेंट क्रिएशन का लिए जो हमें जो इन्वॉल्वमेंट होता है लोगों का वो कम करता है. हमें फ्रेश और तुरंत का जो डाटा होता है वो देता है, जो मतलब तुरंत का जनरेटेड होता है वो होता है. और हमारे जो कंटेंट प्रोडक्शन होता है वो इंक्रीज करता है और इन्वॉल्वमेंट जो लोगों का तो वो भी कम करता है. और आजकल हम लोग जो हमारे म्यूजिक और ऑडियो क्रिएशन होता है उसमें भी एआई की बहुत बड़ी हेल्प है. पहले हम लोग को म्यूजिक कंपोजिशन करने के लिए हेल्प चाहिए होती थी, सितार, गिटार, ये सब चाहिए होता था, ये सब की जरूरत होती थी. लेकिन आजकल हम ये जो भी मतलब किसी की वॉइस चाहिए तो हमें अगर उस इंसान से मिल नहीं पा रहे हैं तो हम उसकी वॉइस एआई से मतलब करवा सकते हैं कि एआई हेल्प मी गेट दिस वॉइस. जैसे कि हमें अगर आजकल हम लोग देख सकते हैं सोशल मीडिया पे हमारे जो प्रधानमंत्री हैं उनका जो एआई, उनकी जो वॉइस है वो बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेंड पे जाती है और उन्होंने उससे कुछ कहा नहीं होता है, लेकिन वो भी ट्रेंड करती है क्योंकि वो एआई से हम जो भी चाहते हैं कंटेंट वो हम उनकी वॉइस में ट्रांसलेट कर सकते हैं, जिसे हम वॉइस सिंथेसिस भी कहते हैं. AI से डिजिटल एडवर्टाइजिंग में बहुत हेल्प होती है। इसमें हम लोग प्रोग्रामेटिक एडवर्टीजमेंट कर सकते हैं, जिसमें कि हम अपना जो भी एडवर्टीजमेंट हमें किस तरीके से करना है और क्या है, कितने लोगों को हमें इन्वॉल्व करना है, हमारी टारगेट ऑडियंस क्या है, वो सब कुछ हमें एआई बता देता है कि हाँ, यहाँ पे इस एरिया में पर्टिकुलर रीजन में इस एज ग्रुप के लोग हैं, उनकी चॉइसेस ये है। तो उस तरीके से, उस प्रकार से हमें वहाँ पे अपना प्रचार प्रसार करने में बहुत हेल्प होती है, जिससे कि हमारा टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा सेव हो जाता है और हम जान पाते हैं कि लोगों का इंटरेस्ट क्या है। उसके बाद है एआई ड्रिवन सोशल मीडिया। इसमें सोशल मीडिया की बात है कि सोशल मीडिया पे एआई का क्या रूल्स है और वो कैसे काम करता है और कैसे हमारा जो कंटेंट है वो मॉडरेट करता है और हमारे पास आता है। और फ्यूचर ट्रेंड एंड प्रेडिक्शंस क्या है कि फ्यूचर मतलब आगे जाकर के क्या ट्रेंड होगा और क्या प्रेडिक्शंस होगा। तो फ्यूचर में हम लोग कह सकते हैं कि फ्यूचर में मेटावर्स से ऑगमेंटेड रियलिटी और वर्चुअल रियलिटी बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेंडिंग होगा। मतलब हमारी जो आम जीवन है उसमें बहुत ज़्यादा इसकी हेल्प होगी और बहुत ज़्यादा मतलब इसका इन्वॉल्वमेंट हो जाएगा, क्योंकि उस टाइम पे जैसे हम लोग एग्जाम्पल ले लेते हैं कि अभी जैसे पबजी एक गेम है, तो उसमें लोग, जैसे एक गेम है पबजी जिसमें लोग सामने हमारे बैठे तो होते हैं, लेकिन उनका इन्वॉल्वमेंट और उनका जो डिस्ट्रैक्शन जो होता है वो पूरा स्क्रीन पे होता है। वो होते सामने है लेकिन उनका जो ध्यान होता है उस तरफ ही होता है। तो हो सकता है कि आगे की जाकर के ये हमारे लिए बहुत कॉमन हो जाए और बहुत मतलब हर रोज का ये हो जाए। इसके अलावा पोटेंशियल इम्पैक्ट क्या है मीडिया और एंटरटेनमेंट में। मीडिया और एंटरटेनमेंट में पहले तो हमने म्यूजिक की बात कर ली, वॉइस की बात कर ली, और आगे जाके एआई की हेल्प से जब अभी भी किसी का फेस या कुछ कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं एआई से, किसी का अडाप्ट कर लेते हैं कि हमें उसका फेस चाहिए, उनकी डांसिंग वीडियो चाहिए, वो हमें बोलना नहीं पड़ता, उस पर्टिकुलर इंसान को एआई कर देता है। और कंक्लूजन में ये है कि आगे जाकर एआई हमारे इंडस्ट्रीज में हेल्प करेगा, हॉस्पिटैलिटी में हेल्प करेगा, इवन रेस्टोरेंट्स वगैरह में जो हमें चाहिए होते हैं, कुक चाहिए होते हैं कि हमारे इंग्रेडिएंट में खाना बनाना है, वो सब में भी हेल्प करेगा। और एआई का जो हेल्प होगा वो आगे जाके बहुत कॉमन हो जाएगा। थैंक यू।
Thank you for your presentation, Utpanna. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, would you like to ask any question regarding this research paper?
Well, ma'am, good thinking. But I will like to ask you one question. I mean, what is the ethical issue on use? I mean, I can put anything in the mouth of Prime Minister. Anybody can show any type of picture of mine and just spread it like that. I mean, this is too much, isn't it? I mean, how to stop this? That's not right. And then I cannot import Muhammad Rafi's voice into my mouth. That's not acceptable. I mean, these are ethical dimensions of it, And if the way I see it, that ultimately, with the spread of technology, development of technology, and without any moral or ethical training, and without a proper understanding of the world, of the future, which we are doing anyway. I mean, we are busy fighting Ukraine war, Gaza war, or whatever, everywhere, Bangladesh war, everywhere. Because what is the problem with the people? People don't understand themselves. They don't understand how the world should be. And whatever they have at their disposal, they do it just for whatever comes into their mind. And technology being a help, it will be a tremendous destroying element. I mean, I don't know. Probably 10 years from now, the world will be totally chaotic and destroyed. I'll be always in tension. Who is going to create some lecture on my mouth, and then After it is spread and damage is done, what shall I do? I don't know what to do. So this is a big issue. I think that issue should have been taken earlier. I mean, they didn't take care while dropping atom bomb. I mean, look at the damage. And I mean, to the best of my knowledge, the man who designed the formula, Albert Einstein, he didn't know that his formula is going to be used like that. You know, he was sort of. So these are the issues. So said and all done, I mean, the basic human education and training again lies on human. First, we must become human and learn our moral values, how to live in a safe world. So now it's all global warming. So we have created. Nobody came to make the warming. We have done it. And those people who have done it, they are shouting the most. You know, they say, oh, look, you. Anyway, thank you, ma'am. The good thinking. And you could probably, again, I suggest you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Moving forward, I would like to invite Shreyangi Singh to present their research paper in the offline mode.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Shreyangi Singh, and today my topic is future trends in digital media and AI application. Before delving deeper into the future trends of AI and digital media, let us know the role of digital media and AI. The biggest role and the most important role of AI and digital media is that it helps in transforming how contents are created, distributed, and consumed. Now, let us know the AI-driven content creation. The most used AI tools like ChatGPT and Dalmi are rapid content creation, and for creating a creative content in today's world. We all are aware of deep fake technology, which offers possibility for hyper realistic and voiceovers. We have also seen the consequences of deepfake in a negative way, and the impacts include faster production cycle and increased accessibility. Now, let us know about the personalized experiences of AI. AI algorithm analyze user behavior to tailor content delivery. We all are aware that what our feed presents is what we think. So AI completely control our mind and the behavior which we present towards the algorithm. Platforms like Netflix and Spotify are so dynamic that it provides all types of content and genres which we prefer. And in future, it opts for adaptive storytelling that creates unique user journeys. Towards immersive media, we are aware of AR and VR, which means augmented reality and virtual reality. Augmented reality considers the realistic approach, while virtual reality took towards this carrying the system. Metaverses developments use AI for lifelike avatars and environments. Industries impacted with gaming environments and educations. Coming towards the emerging technology in digital media, we have seen the advent of 5G connectivity for faster streaming and real-time engagement, blockchains for enhancing security and transparency, which is the most important thing in today's world, and AI-driven analytics for deep insight into user behavior and strategic decision. Challenges we have faced in AI and digital media are the privacy concern, data collection and user tracking is raise the threat of ethical questions, and algorithm bias, risk of perpetuating stereotype and misinformation. and regulatory hurdles for balancing innovations and compliances. The future opportunity AI and digital media provides are that AI will be democratized with content creation, empowering small creators, and immersive media to redefine storytelling and audience engagement. As well, ethical AI framework will build trust among the audience. I'd like to conclude by saying that the future of the digital media and AI is exciting yet complex. We need to work on the innovation that will shape the industries. Ethical consideration will remain critical, and collaboration with technology and humanity will define the success. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. Professor Saroj Dutta, sir, would you like to share any question or thoughts regarding the research paper presented?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, ma'am, really, you have put the right question. That's it. That's the work has to be done. But then you need to do work on it. These are the questions. I mean, these are the concerns. Really, these are concerns, and you have raised the right concerns. How it will really, it can revolutionize everything. As I told the first researcher also, that the healthcare, probably, you don't know, some doctor carried operation. He was sitting in New York and the operation was being carried out in Paris. He was doing it from New York and accurately he was doing it. There was no AI, but I don't know how he was doing it, but it really was a fact. And obviously now you see NASA controls the space shuttle from sitting in NASA, everything. So these things are there. Technology is really changed the world. And more we are learning to use technology more and more. And it is making life a lot better, reducing a lot of anxiety. We call it digital media. First, digital media has done it, and AI has added to it. So I guess, whether if we work to a research what digital media had done so far, now how AI has improved it, and what again can be done. These are the, to be very frank with you, this is a vast area. A lot of work can be done, and I must congratulate and thank the organizer. They have opened up the gate.
Thank you.
This is just a beginning, and please continue further and further, and a lot of other work can be done. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Before we conclude the technical session, we have Dr. Tasha Parihar ma'am with us. I would like to request her to address the audience.
Good afternoon. I congratulate Satyam School of Journalism and Mass Communication. So I'm thankful and I really congratulate Satyam School of Journalism for inviting me and for organizing such wonderful national conference and having such eminent people in the panel, in the inaugural session, in the expert session, in the technical session, and also in the validatory session. It is running really well. And I also want to, appreciate the enthusiasm of all the students, the girl students of Satyam School of Journalism and Mass Communication, for being so patient and active listeners in the entire conference. I'm thankful to the HOD, Ms. Priyanka Sarkar, madam, and also Alam sir for giving me this opportunity to share my views. Now, because already in the inaugural session, people have talked about what is the main theme of this particular national conference. So, and I have seen that there are many young students, young scholars who have come up over here and they have shared and presented their research papers. So I feel like I should try to, help them with how to better perform in these kind of national conferences, and how should you take some things into considerations when you prepare a paper presentation for any conference, be it at national level or international level. So what I want to say is that always we should first see the title of the conference. Now this title says that there is integrating digital media and AI in higher education, which is talking about the challenges and opportunities, right? So I want some volunteers to be there around. Tell me, what are the keywords in this particular title? What are the keywords that you find? Digital media is one keyword, AI, higher education, and challenges and prospects. Opportunities, yeah, fine. So how many you have? You have 5 keywords. And that is like such a rich title, is it? Because you have 5 keywords to play with, isn't it? Now, there was one girl wearing a white kurta. Can you please stand up? You presented one paper. And your paper was very sound. It was relevant to the theme of the conference. Could you just elaborate your research title?
Influence of digital media and AI on teaching and learning process.
Okay, so how many keywords has she taken from the theme title? She has taken, first keyword was digital media, AI,
higher education.
Yes, teaching and learning has been actually representing the higher education. So this was a good title. So the first lesson that we get is that we should always work on the title of our research paper that we are going to present, how much it is resonating with the theme, right? Is there anyone, you also presented the paper? Can you please stand up? Can you share the title of your research paper? Future Trends of AI and Digital Media. So how many keywords you have covered? AI. But we were specific to higher education, challenges and opportunities. Now when you're talking about future trends, you would have added something like future trends in higher education, so it would have been more relatable to the concept, to the theme that we have in this conference. Okay, sit down. Now another thing that we have to keep in mind is whenever we are presenting, our slides should have bullets rather than paragraphs. Now what I was seeing was your slides were having a lot of long, huge paragraphs, which is not required. You should have always bullets in your slides, and your slides number should be not more than 10. Clear? You should have less number of slides so that you emphasize and you give more time to each slide in describing what your study was. Another thing that we generally see in the conferences is that people somewhere come up with a summary. But here we should try that any topic that you have been working upon, like maybe this is first time that you have come up with a research paper, now you take this as one of your area that you will be now working on any national conference which will be having, or any research conference that will have what? Higher education, that will have AI, that will have digital media. If you have these 3 major keywords coming in any of the conferences in future, you have to participate, and you just do not have to prepare 1 week ago or 2 weeks ago. You have to keep working on this area. So how do you work on that area? You have to, like today, there were some students who appeared for a practical on research project where they conducted excellent surveys, having a good number of respondents. There was a good sample size. Now what you could do is, you should now think of developing another research tool which will have these keywords, and you have to come up with some major findings. Okay, what I could see is there was no major findings. It was all kind of a summary that you were giving, that these are the future trends and this is how you could use in teaching learning. But how about, like, if I give you an example, if I have to participate in this kind of a conference, what kind of research paper can I think of? I can think of a research paper which will talk about that what are the challenges that a teacher faces because of digital media and AI. Now, nowadays what happens? If we give you like simple assignment to write an essay, or maybe we would ask you to write an article, a kind of an assignment that you generally get in your class for different courses. So it is very easy for students to go on any of the AI-based software of content generation, like Copilot is there, ChatGPT is there. Then any other that you remember? Can you name them? ChatGPT has been already said by me. Meta AI. Gemini, very good, very good. So so you people are so smart. You have so many of such resources which you use. Now, this is a major challenge for a teacher like me because you people have actually not used your writing skills. You haven't used your brain to develop that content. Rather, you just used your smart AI to generate your content. But as KG Suresh sir mentioned, that we have certain softwares with us where we could check the AI influence and the percentage of AI plagiarism. And that is there. I have that software with me. It's called as Turnitin. So whenever my students submit such kind of an assignment, I just scan it over Turnitin and I get separate plagiarism percentage. One is for the internet-based percentage, that is how much it is plagiarized, and the other is the AI plagiarism. So it says that 48% AI. Now, if somebody is coming up with 48% AI plagiarized presentation, is it worth giving any marks to the student? You tell me. Should you deserve to get a passing marks for such kind of a serious crime that has been done? No, plagiarism is a very serious crime and you should not do it. So what is the major challenge with me is that I am going to find out ways to overcome this kind of issues. And I have to find simpler and different kind of assignments which will not incorporate any scope of cheating through AI-based softwares. So this could be one way of how can I come up with a research paper for this conference. And for that, what will I do? I will try to conduct an interview. I will interview somewhere around 20 to 25 active faculty members of a particular domain. Rather than, going with different domains, we could just focus on journalism and mass communication. And I would have a criteria that I'm keeping the people who have minimum of 5 years of teaching experience. And I will ask them that how can you overcome this kind of an issue where students these days copy directly and take help of AI in submitting your assignments. What could be the way out? What kind of assignments can you design? So that will be something very interesting to share in a conference, right? If I then share my findings that after, interviewing 25 faculty members, I came to know that now teachers have to be smarter than AI. And they have to come up with assignments that could be somewhere surpassing the challenge of getting a copied assignment, right? So in that way, like I'll give you an example. I teach public speaking and street play at my place. I am a professor in Galgotias University and I teach public speaking and street play. Now public speaking and street play, I can definitely tell them to come up with some written abstracts or presentation, but what will happen? It will be all AI generated presentations. So what I do, I give them assignments that will have no scope of using these tools. Assignments could be like I made them perform a street play. So in street play performance, can they use AI? Of course, they can use it to an extent where they can take the help of developing the script. But what I am giving them as a rubric, I'm giving them as rubric is dialogue delivery, theme, then how did you present, use of props. So there was nothing that could, connect them to using AI in giving this kind of an assignment. The other thing that I have given them as an assignment could be something where they have to engage community and go for public speaking. So for public speaking, that is basically you have to do a live performance. So you cannot take help of AI in those cases, right? So this is how I can come up with a research paper where I can give my findings that how to come up with different kind of assignments so that you can overcome the challenge of getting a AI plagiarized assignment by the students. Isn't it a good idea for a research paper presentation? Yes, ma'am. So always whenever you come across any such conferences, I would appreciate if you first highlight and underline the keywords. And after underlining the keywords, you should then think of what kind of findings can you share with everyone in your conference. Because what is the purpose of having this kind of conference? Scholars across the globe, if it is international, or scholars across the globe will participate. If it is national, scholars across your country will participate. And they all will come up with very insightful research based on that particular theme. And you should, as a participant, also keep noting down that yes, this study was conducted, this is what has to be, this is what his major findings is, and this could give you idea for your further research, because everybody is doing research in the same area, right? So this is one thing. Second, I told is in your PPT, please try to keep what should you keep in your PPTs? Bullet points. Very good. And next thing is that whenever you are using any image or you are writing any statement, you have to cite it. There was no citations. I could not see a single citations in any of the PPTs that were presented by the research scholars today. What are citations, students? Supposingly, you have read one research paper and you found something very insightful in that research paper, which you try to quote in your PPT. So you have to, in the bracket, give the surname of the author and put a comma and give the year of publication, whichever year that paper has been published. Okay, so it could be like Sandra, 2024. Clear? Whenever you are using any images, you have to give photo credit. So what you write, photo credit colon, and from whichever agency you're fetching out that photo, you have to mention it. You cannot just, abruptly add any XYZ photograph, or you cannot even add any code coming all the way. So you have to give proper citation. And in the end, when you finish your PPT, you should have the reference link to it. All the citations that you have given in your research presentations should be in the reference page. And what should be the format of the reference? What should be the format of your referencing style? Some girls today were there in the examination. Please let me know what is the format of your referencing style that you should use. What we generally use in the area of mass communication. Anyone who could quickly recall that? I mentioned that in your files as well. Okay, no problem. It was APA. American Psychological Association is an organization that has given us a prescribed format of referencing, right? So APA 7 style is what we are using currently, and generally in mass communication, we follow APA style. So what you should do is you should take the style sheet of APA 7th edition and try to rewrite all the references in that style. Apart from that, there are other citation styles as well, referencing styles as well, but we generally follow APA. Otherwise, there is MLA, Modern Language Association, then there is many other, like, if you ever open the Word document, MS Word, in the MS Word, there is something called as reference. Go to that option, and when you scroll down, you will find n numbers of references over there. Oxford, Cambridge, IEEE. Okay, these are the various formats, but what we generally use is APA, right? So from there, you should try to develop your references in APA style. Clear, everyone? Now, is there any questions to by any one over here over how to participate in a conference? Any questions from anyone? Okay, now let us do a quick short activity. I would randomly, I'll give you 1 minute to think over. You will have to think what is your key takeaway from this conference, what you have understood, what is your key, what is the key takeaway that you have. Takeaway मतलब आप यहाँ से आज की इस conference से क्या सीख के जा रहे हैं, ठीक है? Clear है? And you can speak in Hindi as well as English. Language is not a foundation over here, but I can randomly tell anyone to stand up and tell me the key takeaway of this conference. Okay? So I'll give you 1 minute to think, and then anyone will be called out over here on the center stage to share the key takeaway. Clear? Time starts now. So we also have the online participants present here. I would even request you to participate in this activity. The time is running. You have to share your one key takeaway from this conference. Last 25 seconds in your hands. Last 5 seconds. Okay, time up. So, whom should I call? Okay, the girl sitting there. Come. Yes, you. Stand up. Please give her the mic. Please share your key takeaway from this conference. Don't get nervous, okay? And give your name first. Introduce yourself, your course.
Opportunities and challenges about AI. जैसे कि AI डे बाय डे आज के टाइम में ट्रेंडिंग है, सो हम इसकी बहुत सारी अपॉर्चुनिटीज के बारे में पता चला है कि अगर ये हमारे लिए एडवांटेजेस वे में है कि एडवांटेज है तो इसके कुछ डिसएडवांटेजेस भी है आज के टाइम में। जैसे कि यहाँ पर मेंशन भी हुआ था कि लोगों में जैसे कि अपने जो फीचर्स हम ऐड ऑन करते हैं तो उससे हम सक्सेसफुली उसे हम ले भी सकते हैं, बट सक्सेसफुली जो भी हम लेते हैं उससे हमें डिसएडवांटेजेस भी है। फीचर्स हम ऐड ऑन करते हैं उससे हमें डिसएडवांटेजेस भी मिल सकते हैं। तो एआई आज के टाइम में हमारे जितना उन्हें फ्रूटफुल है उतना हमारे लिए डिसएडवांटेज भी है। सो वी शुड यूज इट केयरफुली अकॉर्डिंग टू आवर कि हमें उसकी कितनी नीड है, कितनी रिक्वायरमेंट है। सो टुडे वी ऑल नो अबाउट द अपॉर्चुनिटीज एंड चैलेंजेस अबाउट इट। वेरी गुड। कैन वी हैव अ क्लास फॉर Okay, now I would want the girl sitting in the end, wearing specs. Okay, please introduce yourself and share your key takeaway from this conference.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Dhanya. I'm from second year, third semester. What I felt when I was listening to the conference was everyone has a set of skills which is required to achieve something that they're looking forward. So when we talk about integrated AI with digital media and higher education, it gives us a very precise helping hand and also gives us an ability to achieve the exact I would say the end product in a way which is simple yet efficiently done, and it gives us a very brief examples, or I would say a brief study about what we are looking forward.
Okay, good. Can we have a clap for her? Now, anyone from the online scholars, paper presenters, I would want you to please raise your hand if you want to share your key takeaway from this national conference. Please raise your hand. Okay, you keep a watch on the screen until we will have some more people from the offline crowd. Okay? Okay, so the girl wearing, yes, please stand up. Next, after you. Please stand up. Yes, yes. Yes, blue short. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Safia Razi. Hi, my name is Safia.
That mic also. You have to carry both the mics, one online, one for offline. So this is like, transforming.
Hi, my name is Safia Razi from BMM first year, first semester, and today I gained knowledge from this conference. Like I gained experience, like integrate what we mean by integrating digital media in higher education, and I learned about AI, how AI works, and how it enhances our knowledge.
Good, good. Can we have a clap for her? Okay, anyone from the online participants? We are waiting to hear from you. No one. Okay. So finally, we conclude here that participation in conferences is a very worthy, noteworthy thing. It can be added to your CVs as well because you get a certificate of participation and paper presentation. So whenever next time you come across such kind of an opportunity, you should try to participate and keep doing research beforehand so that you can share a very insightful finding. And there is basically people debate, whatever your findings are, people question you on your methodology, people question you on the objectives that you design,
people question you that how did you collect the response? Was it a biased kind of a collection? How did you go for your primary data collection? What were your sources for the secondary data? So all these kind of questions people ask. And after getting corrections and good feeds from others, you should try to go for a publication of your research paper. And for that, you have your mentors over here. Priyanka ma'am is there, Alam sir is there. They will support you with the publication. They will guide you for identifying a relevant research journal where your paper could be published. And that is for lifetime. You get that publication by your name, right? So thank you so much, students. It was lovely talking to you. And thank you again to Satyam School of Journalism and Mass Communication for giving your time and opportunity to me.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for your insightful feedback and observation. Your words have added immense value to this session. Now, before moving further, I would like to request Professor Saroj Dutta sir to speak few words to the audience. Professor Saroj Dutta sir, can you hear us?
I got muted. Yeah, I'm sorry. Thank you very much and good afternoon for giving me this opportunity to be present and really interact with such wonderful researchers and team. And I was listening to ma'am at the end. She did a wonderful job. I really like that. I mean, these are the things how you grow, because ultimately this is your first step. So you have to grow. Now, I must thank all researchers for making the effort. You have made the effort. That first is appreciable. Then many have not made this effort even. So you have made the effort. And I may have been a bit harsh to some, because sometimes it takes you time to catch the mood of the floor. So please excuse me. I don't want to be harsh. As a teacher, I am a hard taskmaster usually. And to be frank with you, students like a hard taskmaster, because to be a hard taskmaster, you have to be prepared for it. You can give a hard task if you are prepared for it. So students really like it, that the teacher be a hard taskmaster. I was like that, but overall, I am very happy to listen to all these young researchers, and you are pretty young. I mean, yeah, my age is probably 3-4 times of your age. You have a long way to go. So I can't judge you from my perspective. So I have to be at your level to judge you. So that's one thing. And from your point of view, you have done a very good job. Very good job. And as I told you, that education or higher education is the determining factor, not only for the economic development of the country, for the cultural and all. Without education, a country can't go anywhere, and particularly higher education. And I see how digital media and AI can be used. So many challenges of higher education. I again thank you all, and I wish you all success. You do better and better research, and I am sure this one nation, one subscription will come up very soon, and we'll take advantage for your literature survey. And thank you very much. And I thank Dr. Alam, Ms. Priyanka, and the whole school for the program. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful feedback and observations. Your words have added immense value to this session and provided great learning for all of us. Now, we would like to request Ms. Priyanka Sarkar, HOD of Satyam School of Journalism and Mass Communication, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Respected Chairperson, Professor Dr. Saroj Dutta Sir, esteemed Speaker Dr. Tasha Singh Parihar, Professor Galgotias University. It's my honor to deliver the vote of thanks on behalf of the organizing committee for this insightful and engaging technical session of our national conference. We extend our sincere gratitude to Professor Dr. Saroj Dutta Sir, former Vice-Chancellor of Capital University, Jharkhand, for chairing the session. Your exceptional leadership, coupled with your profound expertise, have guided us through thought-provoking discussion on the role of digital media and AI in higher education. Your involvement has truly enriched the session and provided valuable perspective that will resonate with all of us. I would also like to extend our appreciation to all the participants for their enlightening contributions. Your presentations have sparked new ideas and have added depth to our understanding of the multi-layered relationship between engaging technologies and educational practices. Thank you once again for your valuable contribution. We look forward to welcoming all of you to the upcoming valedictory session. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Priyanka ma'am, for the vote of thanks. Now we will take a high tea break, and online participants are requested to join again with the same link.